What's up dudes, it's Chad here at Chequertree Trout Fishery. I'm here with my new Andy Banting built 10-foot 7-weight Bloke rod. Absolutely awesome. Very, very happy with the build. I'm going to try it out today. I was going to wait till the weekend, but like a little kid, once I got this bad boy, I just had to come out and give it a go. So I've got a humongous on the point and a pheasant tail on the dropper. Let's see how this wonderful bit of kit performs. 12-foot leader, pheasant tail and a humongous. Saying it's quite a small pond here, so I think the 2 droppers will be enough for me today. Just the 1 dropper. It's always a bit precarious that first cast of a new rod, you just got to get used to it. Been using 5 weights for a long time, so to have a 7 weight in the hand feels different. Stronger and different. Doing cool. There we go. Must say, same as with tented and trout water the other day, the water clarity seems to really be good at the moment. Wow, they're absolutely torpedoed out there. I put a bit too much zing in the cast there. This has got plenty of power in it, there's no question about that, it would appear. Distance is not going to be a problem, I don't think. Let that sink a little bit. So Chequertree's a lovely little place if you want to come and just practice a few techniques or try out a new little bit of gear, because you know there's absolutely oodles of fish in here. That's never a concern. I'm saying, you won't see it, but there's loads of little coarse fish here in the shallows. So I have got an intermediate line as well. Sometimes that's worth trying. I'm using the Red River line floater, which is actually owned by the guy who owns Bloke fly rods. I've got a marker here to tell you when to release your line. There we go. So I didn't really put too much effort in that cast, so I don't think that's going to be an issue. The blank feels quite light, I must admit. Got this Vision cassette reel here. It seems to be kind of the new favourite reel I'm seeing on the scene. It used to be the Hardy ASR, but this is absolutely lovely. Right, dudes, I've got 2 bloodworms on. I've got a really long leader. Got a red beaded bloodworm on the point, and a yellow apps about 5 feet from my fly line, so it's a nice long leader. You can't let them fish themselves and just give them a little twitch. I literally just go, put it up in the water column, put it up, then let it sink. Then boom, boom, and quite often literally pull the line out your hands. There we go, guys. Just pulling it out there, lift and drawing a little bit, and I saw my line start to tail off on the drop. I think this is on the yellow apps there, guys. Definitely feel the difference on the 7-weight rod on playing a fish, guys. Definitely. Nice condition rainbow. So they're definitely a bit more sprightly this time of year. There we go. bring that down there. Let's get my forceps out. Oh, hello mate. The fish needs a rest. Okay. This one was brought in quickly. So there we go. Awesome, first fish, christened the Bloke rod. How does that even happen, pulling that through? Get that back in there. Okay, so this red apps I've just changed to, this red bloodworm, it's quite a bit heavier than the other one, so I'm wondering to get that a little bit deeper maybe in the cold weather. Out there. I've only got a couple of hours today on the water, so I thought Checkertree's a great little venue for that, because you can just come here and there's plenty of fish in here, and you can catch a couple, 2 or 3 fish and for 20 quid and call it your morning sport. It's never an issue. So let that sink and then just give it the draw. Go like that, exactly like that. This is on the red, on the point. It's the draw and stop method on bloodworm fishing, guys. I find it really effective. It's when it sinks, I think those legs flutter. And the fish find it very enticing. Well, that's the Bloke rod definitely christened now, guys. And I was clearly just not fishing that quite deep enough. It's got a nice bend in it. Ooh, it's not too stiff, as I tend to stay away from really stiff rods nowadays, so that's lovely action. Here we go. Ooh. There we go. Out. Just let him, yeah, he looks like he's got plenty of energy. And off he goes. It's got a nice bead on that bloodworm, guys, gets down that bit deeper. Ooh. Let's go again. So that's one on the yellow, one on the point red. Starting to get used to the action now, how to cast. Just don't whip it. If you really kind of whip the rod, let it cast, and it just does the work for you. Very, very nice. So yeah, I'm just getting used to the action of this rod now, guys. You let the rod do most of the work when you cast. I think I had another pull there. There we go. Yeah, these apps are killing it this morning, guys. Absolutely killing it. If I get another fish, I think I'm going to change. Because at this rate, I'm going to have like 30 fish in an hour. Oh yeah. Whew. I just didn't like the look of the Chad Meister. Yeah, so one more fish on bloodworm, guys, and I'm going to change my tactics. Say, when I fish a catch and release venue, I don't like taking liberties and catching up 30 fish, especially on a small venue. It's not fair on everyone else. So if you found the methods that's working, you've had like 3-4 fish or something, it's worth either moving or trying a different tactic, because you know, if everyone comes in and catches 30 fish in one go, then the next people that come in are not going to catch anything. Oh, there we go. These all look like very fresh fish. I wonder if it's been stocked recently. So I'm going to try one more bloodworm, and then I'm going to call it a day on these. There we go. He's got plenty of energy, and he's off. Wow, crazy. Crazy, crazy. Right. One more go. I suppose the wind is blowing that direction as well. There we go. Let that sink a little bit. So that lift and draw action, guys, seems to absolutely kill it. So let that sink a bit. Lift, drop. Lift, drop. Give it a few seconds. Lift, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop. There we go, straight away. What did I say? Lift and drop, guys. And I'm back. I'm just going to change my fly. The fly setup. Yeah, it's that deeper red bloodworm. That's a slightly better fish. There we go. Yeah, it's a slightly better one. Well, since changing to this double bloodworm setup, I've had 4 fish in 10 minutes. There we go. Let's try a few in here. Oh, that's a better fish. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Right dudes, I've literally had like 4 fish in 10 minutes when I've changed to the double bloodworm setup. So it's a catch and release water, it's a small water. You know, I'm catching fish really quickly, so it's time to change fly or move. It's not fair if you sit there and catch like 30 fish on one catch and release ticket. It's taking a liberty, I think, with the catch and release pricing, and it's not fair on others when they come here and it's really, really hard to fish. So I'm going to try and slow it down a little bit and change up my tactics. Right dudes, I've changed over lines a few times. I haven't actually moved spot, but that's because the wind's coming towards me. My thought process is, I'm on a dive free line now, is that most of the fish I caught early on were on the bottom red bloodworm, thinking they're a bit deeper. My straight intermediate was only fishing about 2 foot down, so I've got a Flexileg black and green Montana on the point fly, and I've got a rainbow bead daddy long legs there. Yeah, that's fishing much deeper. Right, let's put it out here. Feel a little bit on the... Oh, there we go. Did you see that straighten then? That was a stonking take, considering there's all that slack in the system. It's funny, isn't it? I put on a fast line and straight away have a take. So I hope there wasn't a smash take and I've lost all my stuff. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's on the daddy long legs. normally pretty good with dropping knots, guys. Luckily I have got always fish barbless when I'm catching releasing, so that fish will spit that fly out. But yeah, the daddy longlegs was working really well at Spring Hill, my last video, or last but one video. Strange, the big lures don't seem to be as successful at the moment. I'd expect them to be fishing long snakes and stuff, but daddy longlegs has been really successful for me. I could always chuck the old flexi leg. Oh no, I'm getting the hang of this now. I could always chuck the old flexi bloodworm back on. There's plenty of fish out there. Or I had a couple of takes on buzzer. Could always tackle up again and do buzzers. So I do like fishing buzzers. Even this early on in the season, with a little bit of warmth in the air. Sometimes that's enough. Oh, there we go. That's a nice take. That's on the flexi leg Montana. Flexi leg Montana, folks. Put my thing down a little bit. Oh, this fish is full of beans. Giving my new bloke rod a workout. One thing I will say about this bloke blank, guys, is absolutely, for a 10-foot 7 weight, it is absolutely light as a feather. It's got graphene in the blank. Anyone who knows graphene, like the Snowbee GSX blank, it is very strong and exceedingly light, and it really does make a difference to the blank. Allows you to have a strong blank but make the rod very light. And so when you stand there casting all day, a light rod is always appreciated. But this this blank is absolutely sublime, Andy. Thank you so much for making it for me. Yeah. Cool, this fish has got some it's related to Mike Tyson, I think. Cool. Trout Tyson. My name's Trout Tyson. My style is impetuous. My defence is impregnable. I'm actually a big Mike Tyson fan. In the 80s, not necessarily from his boxing career, but I like the way he's kind of turned himself round. He's quite an intelligent dude when he speaks nowadays. But we're in. That was one absolutely fast and furious fight there. Wow. Go. Just let him rest for a second. Okay, easy. So there we go, Montana with some legs on it. Trout Tyson's still up for round 2, and off he goes. Nice. That was cool. Got the take on camera too. Thumbs up. Okay guys, so I had them few on Apps Bloodworm in the morning, and missed a few on buzzers, and then went across and got one on Montana. I fancy fishing buzzers, so I'm going to go now to float 9 again and put these buzzers on. Let me show you. Here we go guys, as they're going to fish, I've got a size 10 quill buzzer there with green cheeks. I've got a size 14 red buzzer there with orange cheeks, and a size 14 quill buzzer there on the top dropper with a red cheek. So it's going to be about a 12-foot cast. Drifted in the wind. Let's see what happens. With buzzers, I think I need to be more that way, if I'm completely honest. But it's a nice setup here. 10, a 12 and a 14. Just give it a pull every once in a while. I'll put a nice long cast out. So I've been fishing this bit for quite a while, so it's obviously gonna put the fish on red alert that there's some tattooed good looking Englishmen standing on the bank and they aren't I'm going to take the fly. Wow, I just lifted that up in getting ready to sort of recast, and then that absolutely torpedo taped me. Very nice. That's on that top size 14 red cheek buzzer, folks. Lovely action when playing fish. It's got some nice bend there in the tip. He's just not too stiff. Wow. I normally play fish off the reel, guys, so I don't get all tangled up. Let's bring them in. Okay, and we're in. Go. Got tangled up there. That was an absolutely stonking tail. Actually, near enough pulled the line out my hands. So now I'm in the weeds, in the trees and everywhere else I don't want to be. Let's see. I'll give it a little flick. Will it go out? Oh, mate. You slag. How's that even possible? It's like triple reef knotted around everything. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. I suppose the trick is not to lose your patience, and you normally get out the pickle you're in. There we go. We're fishing again, folks. Oh, turning off my Steptoe and Son Audible book. There you go. I put the Flexi bloodworm back on and pretty much whee! Straight away we've got a take on the top yellow apps. That was a fantastic jump there, wasn't it? Awesome. These yellow these apps worms are absolutely deadly in these still waters, guys. I say, I cast it out, leave it, draw it back about 3 foot, let it drop, then wait about another 5 seconds and draw it back, then give it, say, 10 seconds, then put it in like another 3 foot. It's just so effective. Very, very effective. Oh, get my line. Come in, mister. There we go. Settles for a second. I'll just, there we go, remove it. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And he's gone. Cast out. Let's go. Nice long cast, guys. There There we go. Just let that red apps with a bead sink a little bit. Sometimes you'll get a take on the drop. It is getting a bit late in the day now. It's about midday, so the fast and furious action should slow down a little bit. If I get one more fish now, that's going to be 8 fish. I'm going to go and have some lunch and then make a decision whether or not to call it a day. Right there, guys, I did have another take on bloodworm over by that tree there. However, as I was just about to start playing the fish, the boys in blue turned up, the rod licence agency, to check my licence, which is never a problem because I always buy my licence every year. Just one of those things. I have actually been places before. I've been checked maybe 4 or 5 times now all the time in fly fishing. I have actually seen people literally run up to their car and drive off when the agency's turned up. So for anyone who doesn't know, when you sign up for a fishing licence, there's a 30-minute delay till it becomes live. So people who wait till they see the Environment Agency then buy the licence, that won't work either. So today, the boys in blue were out. I was covered by a licence and I lost a fish, but all in all, let's get back fishing and see what happens. Slow down a little bit now, guys. Sort of the bloodworms and the buzzers are not working, so it might be time to go to the dark side of the sport. Dun, 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 dun. You do not know the power of the dark side of the bung. That's my Emperor Palpatine impression there. So I've got a bung with a cheesy blob. I think it's actually known as a cheese biscuit. We'll give it a go and see if we can get that last fish. Chucked it over that way, and there we go. Yes, feel your hatred for the dark side of the sport. Land this fish, Chad, and your journey towards the dark side will be complete. Oh, I talk some nonsense. Oh, I quite like Star Wars though. It's good fun. So I grew up with the original trilogy before the 2000 prequels and whatever the most recent set of films were. I just deepened that up, so I'm about 4 feet underneath the surface. And this would be fish number 8. And I think that's time to call it a day. But this Andy Banting Bloke rod has been well and truly christened, and that's why I picked Chequertree. I knew it would be a perfect spot for that. And look at that cracking condition rainbow there, guys. And it's come out in the net. Perfect with barbless flies, especially proper barbless, which is what that was. Well, little mate, thank you for making an appearance in my video, and there we go. Alright, that's it folks. I think that will be it. I came here today to christen the Bloke fly rod built by Andy Banting, and christen it I most certainly did. What a wonderful dream bit of kit. 10'7" weight, it bends when you're playing a fish, it's got oodles of power, and it's as light as a feather because it's made with graphene in the blank. Absolutely amazing. Really, really happy, Andy. Thank you so much. I will be having many years pleasure out of this rod, and a really good day sport here at Chequertree as always. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I'll catch you later.